My friends, I need you to mentally prepare yourselves, because the Haoyan ship is sailing once again, not just on screen, but in the beautiful, supportive realm of real-life friendship. Yes, you heard me right. We are talking about the absolutely radiant, sunshine personified Zhao Lusi, and our favorite towering live-streaming, OST singing king Liu Yuning. The internet has been in an absolute frenzy over the last 48 hours, and my Weibo timeline has completely crashed twice just trying to load all the glorious behind-the-scenes footage and paparazzi snaps. But before we get into the exact moment that made millions of fans scream into their pillows, we need to set the stage. We need to talk about the absolute grind of the Chinese entertainment industry right now, and why this specific interaction is so rare, so precious, and so incredibly telling of who these two stars are as people. Let us start with our hard-working tall king, Liu Yuning. Now, if you have been following C-ent for even a minute, you know Liu Yuning's story is straight out of a modern-day inspirational drama. This is a man who started by singing on the freezing streets of Dandong, performing for a handful of people on a livestream, pulling himself up by his bootstraps with sheer vocal talent, charisma, and a work ethic that frankly terrifies me. He went from singing covers to becoming the absolute undisputed king of drama OSTs. Seriously, if Liu Yuning is not singing the theme song of a historical drama, is it even a historical drama? I don't think so. He is the voice of our heartbreak, the voice of our triumphant battle scenes, and the voice of every dramatic cliffhanger. But singing was never going to be enough to contain his ambition and talent. He transitioned into acting, taking on supporting roles, learning the craft from the ground up, and facing a lot of skepticism. The transition from internet singer to mainstream actor is notoriously brutal in China. The marketing accounts and the anti-fans are always waiting for you to fail. But what did our guy do? He put his head down, took on roles like the stoic and deeply loyal Hao Du in The Long Ballad, and absolutely shattered everyone's expectations. And speaking of The Long Ballad, we absolutely cannot talk about Liu Yuning without talking about the woman who helped create one of the most iconic secondary couples in recent television history. Enter Zhao Lusi. Oh, our sweet, energetic, unstoppable Lucy. Just like Yuning, her path was not a straight, easy line paved with gold. She started in low-budget web dramas, utilizing her incredible comedic timing, her expressive face, and that totally infectious laugh that makes you want to be her best friend. She was dubbed the queen of time travel web dramas, charming audiences in smaller projects on Tencent and Youku, proving time and time again that she could carry a show. But the jump from a tear-sweet romance dramas to massive, big-budget S+ historical epics is huge. Lucy proved her dramatic chops in The Long Ballad as the soft, delicate, yet incredibly resilient Princess Li Liyan. And the chemistry? The chemistry between the towering, cold-faced assassin Hao Du and the tiny, frightened, sweet princess was electric. It was lightning in a bottle. The height difference alone had Weibo trending for days. Fast forward to today, and both of them are massive stars. Zhao Lusi has headline monster hits like Love Like the Galaxy and Hidden Love, solidifying her status as one of the top actresses of the post-95 generation. Every brand wants her, every magazine wants her on their cover, and her schedule is packed tighter than a Beijing subway during rush hour. Liu Yuning has also skyrocketed, taking on leading roles, shooting back-to-back dramas, and continuing his legendary late-night live streams where he spills tea, scolds his own fans like a grumpy uncle, and keeps us all thoroughly entertained. The two of them even reunited for The Legend of Jewelry, which had the fans absolutely losing their minds. We thought that was the peak. We thought, okay, they reunited on screen, they fed the fans, we are full, we are happy. But no, besties. The C-ent gods decided we needed dessert. This brings us to the mysterious new movie. Now you guys know how tight-lipped the Chinese film industry can be. When a big movie goes into production, it is often shrouded in absolute secrecy. We are talking non-disclosure agreements, fake shooting schedules to throw off the proxy photographers, umbrellas covering the actors every time they step out of their trailers, the whole 9 yards. Right now, Liu Yuning is filming a brand new, highly anticipated but completely untitled movie. We do not have the official synopsis. We do not have the official character posters. The production studio has been keeping everything under lock and key. But we do know one thing for sure, this movie is demanding. It is physically grueling. Moving from television to the big screen is a massive step for an actor in China. The cinema screen is unforgiving. It captures every micro-expression, every drop of sweat, and the directors demand a level of physical realism that goes way beyond the polished, heavily filtered world of idol dramas. A few days ago, the production was filming an incredibly intense exterior sequence. From the leaked potato-quality videos circulating on the melon-eating accounts on Weibo, it looks like a high-stakes, realistic, gritty scene. And the core of this scene? Liu Yuning's character having to run. And I do not mean a slow, dramatic, slow-motion jog toward a romantic interest while flower petals fall from the sky. I mean a desperate, lungs burning, legs giving out, full sprint run. The script apparently called for a continuous running sequence of about 2 kilometers. Now let us pause and think about this for a second. Running 2 kilometers on a treadmill in an air-conditioned gym is one thing. Running 2 kilometers on a film set is an entirely different beast. First of all, Liu Yuning is incredibly tall, standing at nearly 1.9 meters. That is a lot of limbs to coordinate. Second, filming a scene like this is never just one take. The director needs the wide shot, the tracking shot from the camera car, the close-up on his face, the over-the-shoulder shot, the drone shot. That means our guy was not just running 2 kilometers once. He was likely sprinting, resetting, catching his breath, and sprinting again, over and over and over throughout the day under the sun. Furthermore, his costume for this mysterious role looks heavy and layered, not exactly moisture-wicking activewear. The paparazzi footage from the sidelines was actually hard to watch. After the director finally yelled cut on the master take, you could see Yuning just fold over. He was resting his hands on his knees, his chest heaving, completely drenched in sweat. His assistants rushed over with portable fans and water, but you could tell the man was absolutely exhausted. He looked pale, completely spent, having left absolutely everything he had on the pavement for this role. As fans, seeing an actor push themselves that hard is a mix of pride and worry. You want them to deliver a great performance, but you also want to wrap them in bubble wrap and tell them to take a nap. But here is where the story shifts from a tale of exhausting professional dedication to the sweetest real-life moment of the year. While Liu Yuning was practically fighting for his life recovering from this marathon of a shoot, a sleek, unassuming black van pulled up near the perimeter of the set. Now, on a busy film set, vans come and go all the time. Catering, extra wardrobe equipment. But the proxy photographers who practically live in the bushes around these sets have eagle eyes. They noticed the license plate, they noticed the specific security personnel, and suddenly the cameras pivoted. The door slid open, and out stepped none other than Zhao Lusi. Let me paint the picture for you, because her outfit was the epitome of off-duty superstar chic. She was wearing a loose, oversized vintage wash denim jacket, a simple white crop top, baggy comfortable sweatpants, and a dark baseball cap pulled low over her face, completely bare-faced, looking like she just rolled out of bed but somehow still looking flawlessly beautiful. She wasn't there for a PR stunt. She wasn't flanked by a massive entourage of stylists and makeup artists. She didn't alert the media. She was just holding a massive iced coffee in one hand, and a bag that looked suspiciously like a giant order of pastries or snacks in the other. She sneaked onto the set with the quiet stealth of a ninja, completely dodging the main production crew, and headed straight for the rest area where Liu Yuning's team had set up his canvas chair. According to the leaked audio and the rapid-fire accounts from the fan sites who were present, Yuning was slumped in his chair, eyes closed, with a mini fan pointed directly at his face. Lucy walked up, completely unannounced, and gently tapped him on the shoulder with her iced coffee cup. The video clip of his reaction is quite literally the most endearing thing I have ever seen on the internet. He flinched, opened his eyes, squinted through the exhaustion, and when he realized who was standing in front of him, his entire demeanor shifted. The exhaustion didn't magically vanish, but his face broke into this massive, genuine, wide smile that we all know and love. He immediately tried to stand up, but Lucy, in classic chaotic younger sister fashion, practically pushed him back down by the shoulders, shaking her head and waving her hands, telling him to stay seated and rest. She handed him a drink. Some sources say it was a special electrolyte sports drink she brought specifically because she knew he was doing a heavy physical scene,